So guys, first of all, thank you so much to be here. We are really excited that you are here right now. You're taking time to stay here and listen and participate to this MA. And we have a lot of talkings that we have to do right now because we have a lot of stuffs going on. And we are really excited. As you probably know, we launched the mint, the alpha mint for all the owners of Genesis Birdez that owns at least 2 Genesis. And it went crazy, guys, because in less than 5 hours and in 30 minutes, more or less, or 6 hours, yes, or less than 6 hours, almost 1,300 baby Birdez are already minted. So it's really, really crazy. We didn't expect this rush. Also because we gave a lot of time to our owners, but this means a lot for us, guys, because obviously I was talking with some guys inside the Alpha channel here, and they were saying that it's really crazy, and this is the symptom that this community believes a lot in us and in the project and in baby Birdez, because we created huge utilities for baby Birdez, and we want to talk also about this with Blockchain Brown, because actually we were talking a few minutes ago before we started the MA about what we need to say here, what we can't say, and
to introduce some cool stuff, and so we can really start now. There are more than 102 people, so really, really, really good, guys.
With delivering on every promise that they've given us so far. So we first have to give a virtual round of applause for the team for working hard and delivering, okay, and delivering on the actual promises that they gave to us, okay. So that's the first thing we want to do. Now, if you guys recall, on the last training, we talked about a lot of different possibilities, a lot of different things to bring the most value and the most utility to this actual project. And so we have been discussing everything internally, going back and forth, figuring out ideas, like mapping out things. And we have some super exciting things that we are going to be bringing forth with this project that I believe is going to, like I said, make it the #1 Pixel PFP project of this year. So I want to kind of talk to you guys about some exclusive information, and and then we can basically open up to questions and explain to you guys why you guys definitely are going to want to stick with us on this journey, because we definitely have a special team and we have a special project here. So the first thing I want to talk about is, I had mentioned before that it was just an idea. I was like, hey, what if we could rent out the babies for a scavenger hunt, right? Meaning that we basically will come up with prizes that can be paid in seed token. And even we're thinking about sponsorships and things like this to launch these scavenger hunts so that the birdies can essentially go on these scavenger hunts and they can win prizes. And that can be something that people can use the babies for. So as we started talking about this, we kind of came up with this idea that, we need to create a brand around the Birdez gang, right? Because all these NFTs are coming into the marketplace. All these NFTs are coming into the actual, the actual space. How are we going to create a unique value proposition where people can see us and say, all right, I love what they stand for, and I want to be a part of that movement. So essentially what we decided, guys, we are going to focus on, one of the many things we're going to focus on, but the core, I guess you could say, pillars of the Birdez gang is we are going to become the #1 scavenger hunt brand in the actual NFT space, okay? So when people think about scavenger hunts on Minecraft and winning elaborate prizes and being able to really, use their NFTs have that real utility. That is our goal here, okay? Our goal is to create these elaborate scavenger hunts where you guys are going to be able to win prizes. You guys are going to be able to, really put these birdies to work in the metaverse, kind of like the slogan, right? Flying all over the metaverse, right? That's exactly what we're going to do here. And we are very excited to, roll out this vision of being the number one scavenger hunt company and brand in the NFT space. Now, with that comes a lot of cool things for the Birdez holders. So number one, like we talked about, we're going to put together a system to where you are going to be able to rent out your birdies, okay? You're gonna be able to rent out your birdies, very similar to how Gary Vee rents his access pass, allows you to rent it out, and then people can basically go into the restaurant and essentially use that pass. So what you guys are gonna be able to do is you guys are gonna be able to utilize this renting system that we're gonna create to essentially rent out your birdies so that your babies, so that people can get into these elaborate scavenger hunts. Okay. And we're going to be looking to, like I said, bring in some sponsors and really do some really cool things so that these prizes are like, wow, right? Like, think of like the Hunger Games, right? We all love the Hunger Games. Imagine that, right? Where it's like the Birdez games, right? It's like the Hunters games where it's like these elaborate scavenger hunts that we would love to bring sponsors in on to absolutely give out some of the best prizes in the game. Okay, so that's kind of one aspect of it. Now, the second aspect of it is we are going to have, again, think of the Hunger Games. We're going to have challenges where we go and challenge other NFTs to an actual scavenger hunt, right? So let's say we might go to like a Bored Ape Yacht Club, or we might go to like, Cool Cats, or we might go to, some NFT that's out there and say, hey, we're going to bring in some sponsors and we're going to challenge you guys to, $100,000 scavenger hunt or a $500,000 scavenger hunt, right? And basically, we are going to basically put our Birdez team up against another team and essentially duke it out to the end. And, may the best survivor win. So we are very excited to build out these scavenger hunts on the metaverse and really be able to do this with the world's multiplayer function and really make this a thing, okay? Now, another thing that we've talked about doing is looking at a way to make it to where, let's say if you're not in the scavenger hunt, where you can basically place a bet on the scavenger hunt. So let's say if there's like a really good player in our community that's like really good at like solving these riddles and going through these different things in inside the metaverse, imagine being able to like earn seed by saying, hey, there's a 5-1 bet on Blockchain Brown, he's gonna win the scavenger hunt. Or there's a 2-1 bet on, she's going to win it, right? And so people are going to become like kind of known like the Hunger Games in our community for winning these elaborate scavenger hunts. And then we're going to try to figure out a way to where we can basically bet seed tokens on who we think is going to win. Okay, we think that that's going to be really, really incredible for the brand, for the utility and things of that nature. Now, other things that we're talking about as well, too, is for these scavenger hunts, okay? I want you guys to imagine this. For these scavenger hunts, let's say you would get like a scroll, kind of like in the Hunger Games where the little thing would show up and it would kind of show them like what the actual, what the actual thing was going to be. So I had this idea. I was like, well, what if we could, like before the scavenger hunt, there's a list of things that like you have to have in order to like get past certain areas in the scavenger hunt or figure certain things out. And then I was thinking, like, what if we can have a way to where basically the people who own babies could set up like locations within the metaverse that can help people with the scavenger hunt. So, for example, let's say we build something and there's like a big river. And the only way to get across this river is if you buy the boat or if you rent the boat out. And then that basically, you can rent that boat out with seed, and then that person would help these people get across the river, and then they can continue on in the scavenger hunt. I actually was talking to Art Dev the founder and creator of NFT Worlds, and he was telling me that inside of Minecraft, it's actually really easy to create this whole like rental process. Like he said, it's not really that difficult, and he actually referred me to a couple of developers that did it for them and stuff like that. So the capabilities and the possibilities are there. And one of the visions that we're talking about is how can the babies own like their own little shops, and then basically, there's a way for people who join the scavenger hunt to either buy, the materials from them or to be able to rent those things out for the actual scavenger hunt. And again, these are all things that we are behind the scenes trying to figure out. But I know that with Minecraft, like pretty much anything's possible. So again, I'm just trying to paint a vision for where we are going to take this, okay? So another thing that you guys are probably going to be excited about is the liquidity pool. Okay, I know you guys have been asking about that. You guys have been thinking about that. And we do have someone who is going to set up the liquidity pool. And in fact, I don't know if I can give dates or not. I think Meek said I could give a date, but let's just say within the second week of February, the liquidity pool will be live. Okay, so what does that actually mean? What that means is that you're going to be able to buy babies with seed, and you're going to be able to start accumulating seed for these various different things that we are going to be having inside of our metaverse. So again, if you're going to want to get into the scavenger hunts, or if you're going to want to, resources and things like that. And guys, my brain goes pretty crazy. Like I'm thinking about things like maybe there's like certain things you can buy with the character where it could fly, or it could spit fire, or it could do like certain things. Like we really want to go and have it be a real utility, so that people don't just walk away with like a couple $100. Like people can walk away with like life-changing money from these scavenger hunts. And I know that a lot of businesses are trying to get into NFTs, or trying to get into a metaverse, and they would love to sponsor these type of events. What else am I missing? How do you guys feel about that? Like, are people commenting? Like, what's your thoughts on all this?
Yes, let's see if we have some comments in global chat, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, cool. While we're doing that, what else am I missing here?
Oh, love it. That's crazy idea. Liquidity pool is great, amazing thinking, BB. Pumped, love these ideas. Yes, I'm reading just the comments on global chat.
Okay, sweet. Should we talk about the characters?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you actually want to tell them about that?
Yes. So what we are trying to do, and this is the reason why we put this thing inside our roadmap 2.0. So if you didn't see it yet, you can go to the announcement channel. You can scroll up because I think we published the roadmap 2.0 yesterday or the day before. But actually inside our website, where you can go birdezgang.com, and then you can click on learn more. You can read all the documents that we wrote inside the site website to explain everything very, very well. And so one of the things that we realized was that, one other utility that we can bring to our baby Birdez gang team is that for each baby Birdez that you are minting right now, that you are going to breed in the future with the breeding process once obviously is live inside our Birdez house, you will be able to do a free mint of the Birdez 3D playbook characters. So basically right now you can imagine that for each baby Birdez that you have, you will be able to mint for free, just paying the gas fee. The future collection that will be only for the playable things inside the games, obviously. To get access, for example, to the game and to the Hunter games. So we call the Hunter games that basically is a treasure games where we are going to build a lot of things. And obviously, guys, these things requires time, and this is the reason why we put the first international Hunter games in around Q3, Q4, because obviously we want to take time to create everything very, very, very good. Obviously, it's not. If we'll be able to do this earlier, obviously it is in our DNA to do things very, very, very fast. As you can see, it's crazy if you think that we started less than 1 month ago, and we still have the second collection with the DAO, with this utility. So just 1 month is past, and it's really crazy. So for me, if I think about this, realizing, maybe we spent already 1 year inside Birdez game, but it's not real because with less than 1 month ago. So it's crazy. We are growing really, really fast, and we are really, really happy about these things. And yes, so basically for every baby Birdez that you are minting right now, and also that you are going to breed in the future, you will be able also to mint for free a Birdez 3D playable character. So will be actually a new.
Last, for example, other collection have the ads, like cybercoms or other, I don't know if other, I don't know what. So, yes, basically this.
And we decided, obviously, to give to you for free. So all the people that own, obviously, Genesis Birdez will be able to breed babies, and babies will be able to have, on top of the baby, also the Birdez 3D that you can use inside the game with different things. So yes, so this is the cool things, and we created this last idea that I'm sharing right now with you guys 3 days ago. So 3 days ago, I said, okay, we want to add more. We want to give more power to our hodlers. And so this is our 3D playable characters. I don't remember right now. I need to read the roadmap 2.0. I don't remember exactly in what Q we are going to release the 3D. Probably, I don't want to say wrong, but probably Q3. So at the beginning of Q3, more or less, or the end of Q2. I don't remember, guys. So don't take my words for granted. So everything is written inside our roadmap. But yes, this is the playable character. So it's really crazy because obviously, if I think by hodler side, so because I'm the co-founder, okay, but I'm an hodler too, you know. So I was thinking, okay, if I am an hodler, what can I have to be happier at the end of the day with my collection? And we realized, okay, we can do this free mint where I need just to pay the gas fee to have a 3D playable characters that obviously can be also traded on OpenSea. And so the value, it's amazing because, you know, you are right now paying, okay, the baby, but you already know that you'll have one more NFTs for free. And I can guarantee you guys that also this third and final collection will be really crazy because also people in 4, 5, 6 months, when probably our price of the Genesis Birdez and the baby Birdez will be higher. We don't know that for sure, obviously, but we can imagine this thing, and we are already seeing in our mind. Could be crazy for people that could join the project buying from one of you the 3D, you know? So yes, so this is it.
Sweet. Awesome. So yeah, we can open up to questions if there's
Yeah.
anybody.
So like the last time, guys, this is basically, so we are going straight to the point to let more space and more time for your question and answer, obviously. So like the other times, I don't know, Darth Paul, how we did the last time. So they wrote in the chat they wanted to speak, and then we need to able
Yes.
them to speak. Okay, or
Yes,
they
yes,
need
we
just
can,
to raise the hand. Or
no,
they can
in
raise
this
the hand.
time, yes. They
Yeah,
can raise
so,
the hand
okay.
here, and you can.
Okay, guys. So you can raise the hand, and yes, we can follow the list of people with the hand raised.
If you want, you can put directly you. The people
Okay.
who want to speak,
Okay.
or I'm here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So Gemma wants to talk, and I'm inviting you to talk here. Let's see. Gemma. Let's see if she joins, or also are so popular. You're so popular. No, you're so polar. Is the other one. Then Utopia. So I'm inviting you guys to talk on stage here, and also Matteo. Okay. Okay, Matteo is here. Matteo, you can. Okay, you can unmute yourself and do the question. Matteo, are you there? Matteo is there, but with the microphone muted.
Yes, it's
Yeah, I don't know
if problem. Yes, yes.
I am the problem or
No. It's Matteo muted.
Okay, it's Matteo muted. Okay,
Yes.
so Weekday, I'm also inviting Weekday right now that has the hands raised. Okay, so Weekday, you can join here. Let's see also if we have some.
Hello, guys. Do you
Okay,
hear me?
hello.
Hello, I'm here. I have one simple question. If, for example, I accumulate a 1.2k seed, am I able to mint two baby in just one transaction? Or I have to do two transactions?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
I said, if I accumulate, for example, 1.2k seeds, so 100 to 200 seed.
Yes.
Can I mint two baby in just one transaction, or I have to make two?
But you mean for the minting, for the alpha?
No, for the breeding, for the future.
So for the breeding, I think I'm not, because I'm not the dev, so my answer can be wrong. So could be I think that I'm not sure if you will be able to do all in one transaction, or you need to burn the first 600 and then the second 600. We'll figure it out. Yes.
All right, we will know.
Obviously, guys, if we can save gas fee is always better, So.
Okay, because the mint price, the breeding process is like a mint price, right? When you mint.
So the
same price.
So we don't know exactly, because obviously Blockchain Brown before was saying about some holder that already asked to us if he can create the liquidity pool, and obviously we know all the upside and all the downside and everything, because obviously also Blockchain Brown has a lot of experience in be part of the project where there are a liquidity pool for the tokens. So we don't know, obviously, so for us will be always one seed token is equals one seed token. So for us will be 600 seed token to breed a baby. but obviously we don't know what the market will decide for the value of the token, you know? So could be less, could be more, we don't know. We know for sure that will be 600 seed token. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so Blockchain Brown, we have a question about from JD Board AZF. I think is one of your friend because came from you, I think. So he said something, so I need to find everything. So he's worried about one thing, so you can explain way better than me this thing. I think about JD, if you are here, you can join us and repeat the question. I don't know if I can. You are here, JD? Yes, you are here, but we know there is a hand, but I can invite you. So I'm worried because I have seen them fail. Okay, you are here, bro.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yes. You can do the question here because I was reading that probably is a very, very, very good question, but there's a lot of messages in the global chat, so I'm not able to read everything.
Yeah. All it is I've been in a few projects now where liquidity pools have been started too early and without good utility, like solid utility in place. And I've watched them being drained like an ATM, where people just come in and they just pull funds out of it and it goes to the floor. So I was just curious to why we're in a rush to do that. Wouldn't it be better to sort of have a really solid utility first, and then have people craving seed, and then that's when we hit them with a liquidity pool a bit further down the track. That's all. So if you guys can explain that, please.
Yeah, so I don't think that there's any specific time period in which there's enough utility where people don't go in and drain and cash out their actual rewards. I think that the ability to breed babies is the first pillar, and I think that that is a really big utility. Like you're gonna actually get another whole NFT for free. So I don't really like. I think that the schedule that we have it on actually works. You see, the thing with NFTs is that it's kind of like a catch-22, right? Because if we don't put the liquidity pool out, everybody's going to want to know where's the liquidity pool. If we do put it out, people are going to be like, well, why are you guys doing it so early, right? So there's really no perfect answer. The best way that I can see it is that, first of all, if you look at the distribution of babies, people, there's not going to be a lot of people having so many tokens where they're going to basically be able to drain out the pool like that. One, because of our distribution count, and two, because of our supply. So I can imagine that these projects you're talking about probably have 10,000, supply in there. There's no utility, and there's nothing really there, and and also too, there's probably no leadership, right? A lot of times when people sell is because they're uneducated, right? They don't really know why they should keep it, and rightfully so. And so I think by us putting out the utility or us putting out the LP, I think that I actually think it's a good time, because also people want to buy babies, right? So how are they going to buy babies if there's no LP? There would actually be no way for them to do that. And so, I think that that's just part of the territory. People are going to sell. People are going to cash out their tokens. More, the more the merrier. They did that in the Kongs. They've done that in a lot of these different projects. But at the end of the day, if the vision and the leadership is there, that's just something that every project has to overcome. And I don't see that being an issue at all.
Okay. Yeah, well, time will tell, I guess. But I'm all for it. I just, I just hope it doesn't get drained. Because it's risky providing to a liquidity pool early as well. Because you could be forfeiting your ETH. If it doesn't work out, I'm not saying that it won't. I think it will. That's why I'm in the project. Is it? We get it right, and it's going to be a huge success. So I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the glass is half empty or the glass is half full, right? Like,
Yeah, I got
there's
you.
no way to really know, like, okay, on day 28, if we launch a liquid, you know what I mean? Like, or if we have this amount, like, I think a lot of people in here didn't get babies and they want babies and they want to breed and they get the long-term vision of the project. So I think that, people will definitely sell off and people will definitely hold. And one of the things that I have told the team over and over is that when the LP launches, we want people to have to really like think about what they're going to do, right? Like I 100% agree with you. Most of these projects, they don't have a clear utility like roadmap.
Yeah.
So people are like, yeah, I'm going to sell because, hey, I don't see a vision for why I should hold. But that's why I want to work with the team so that when we roll out, we can have some exact things so that way, if you're looking to be here long term, boom, you have a vision. If you're looking to be here short term, you already made that decision. You're going to sell regardless, and that's okay
Yeah.
because we believe that with what we have, like we can withstand anything. Like we can, that's part of business. Part of business is solving problems, right? And
Yeah.
we're up for the challenge to solve whatever problem is put in front of us. So yeah,
I love it.
I think we'll be good.
All right, man. Thanks for your answer. I appreciate it, guys. Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Oh,
that.
really good question, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, guys. See ya.
See you. So the next one is Utopia.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Sure.
Yeah, I had a little question. Like, so the things of the liquidity pool is true. I was quite sure, 90%.
So we received many how can I say messages from holders, and the 3 or 4 days ago we received a message from one holder that is really serious and asked to us, hey guys, I believe in the project, I want to put the liquidity pool, but obviously I want to do in a very good way. So if you suggest me when and how in a better way and stuff like that,
Yeah.
obviously guys, this is something that only the people outside the team can do.
Yeah,
Actually,
sure.
So,
Just to
but
know. Just to know.
I can definitely say that 99.9% is yes, there will be, because the person is really serious. It's a great holder.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And the second question is just to know if you are in some collaboration or you're working with other big brands
Yep.
for collaboration right now.
Yep.
And about some, I never heard about that. Just to ask, you will put inside the community holder like whitelist spot for other for the project that
Okay.
you collaborate on with.
Yeah. So, Blockchain Brown, you were saying something?
Oh no, but I can definitely answer this question.
Okay, you can go.
So-
Because we were talking about this thing the other day,
Yeah, we definitely were talking about this. So here's, you guys gonna call me the general, okay? Because I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be straight honest with everybody. Like they can dance around and do all that. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what it is because that's the only way we're gonna win. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But I understand as an NFT holder, people always want like they want to see like their brain is like, okay, I want to see this, I want to see that, I want to right? Like because I get it, it's like a fix, right? It's like, okay, well, if I see this happening and that happening, this happening, right, then something's happening. And I believe like, actually, we talked about this about partnerships the other day. And my thing was that I believe that in order to grow a project, it is a nice and steady pace, right? It isn't like, hey, let's collaborate with this person and this person and that person and this and this and this and that and that. Like I don't think that that's the answer. I think that we need to establish a very clear consciousness of our holders. And we need to let the people who want to sell, let the people who want to drain out, let these people go, right? Like let these people do what they got to do and let them, go. And I think that as the strength of the community is built, right? Then from there, we are going to attract partnerships. Do you think Bored Ape Yacht Club has to go look for partners? No. You think NFT Worlds has to go look for partners? No. Right? Their holders were patient enough to go through the process of development, right? And so I believe that that's what we are going to have to do here too, is we're going to have to go through a process of development and not be so triggered by needing a stimulus to create faith in our project, right? Like we're going to get to a point where it's like, listen, either you're going to have faith in what we've delivered and the team and the vision and what we're doing so far, or you're not, right? I can tell you right now, we're going to the top, and from there, all we can do is show you guys, right? But you got to believe that we think everything through. We're not just throwing darts blindfolded. Like we're thinking about everything. We're looking at the space. We're making adjustments, and you know, most projects don't get to one ETH. Like let's be honest. Like if you go look at 99% of projects, they don't have, even the growth that we've had thus far, right? And so you know, I want to make sure that we are attracting a very specific type of person who wants to do something long term, who wants to have, build with us and have longevity. And I believe that we are going to become valuable from the inside out, not from, the outside in. Okay, so let me explain what I mean by that. Most projects, what they do is they go hire influencers. That
Yeah.
doesn't work. Okay, like that doesn't work. People will come in, they have no emotional attachment to the project, they just want to make a quick flip, right? Whereas if you look at like a Bored Ape Yacht Club, or if you look at like CryptoPunks, their OGs have been there from the get-go, and they were willing to basically pay the price for the reward. And so I'm not going to sit here and gas you guys up and say, hey, listen, you're going to get rich overnight and this is going to happen overnight. No, I'm here to tell you this is going to be a process. And you need to make a decision right now if you want to stick with the process or if you want to go FOMO into something else and I don't know, like try to like flip that or do whatever you got to do. But if you're looking for something that is going to be long term, that's going to be sustainable, right? Then there's going to be a process here, guys, and you get to decide what you want to do. And so that's kind of my answer to that is I actually told the team hold off on sponsorships, hold off on partnerships, hold off on all that. Let us get our home correct first, right? Let us establish a brand. Let us figure out what real business is. Like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, but nobody wants to go through what entrepreneurs go through, right? So this is your guys' opportunity to be a real investor, not a moon boy. Like moon boys want stuff happening every 2 minutes. If something's not happening, moon boys want to sell. Real investors are sitting through process. They're understand, and I'm not saying you're a moon boy. I'm just saying in general, because I know this is how a lot of people think, right? And so we want to usher in a different type of investor. We want to usher in a different type of sentiment, and we want to build from the inside out, not from the outside in. We don't need no influencers. We've got this far with no influencers. We've got this far, we've sold out almost all the babies, no influencers. Like we don't need all that. I want us to become so valuable that they come to us, right? They say, you know what? I like what you guys are doing over there. How do we get involved with that? That's the talks that we're having internally, and that's what we're trying to engineer. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys, because that's how longevity is built.
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you very much. I love your answer. You're really complete and you go deep. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
So the next one is Arso Polar. No, he's unmuted.
Maybe Matteo can speak now.
Okay, Matteo.
Thank you, but
okay.
nobody question. Nobody question.
Okay.
Okay, Matteo.
Okay, hi guys.
Yeah.
I minted the max that I could today. I would like to congratulate with you, Mick, with a private interview that you made in a course, because you made really intelligent things about how Web3 can convert all our world of trading, info marketing, etc. But my question is are two mainly. One is, when will be the hash of the eggs?
Yeah.
And the second question is about the strategy, because I would like to be I'm an investor in, I think I'm an investor, but I would like to in a period of time to sell. Do you think it's better, if I have to choose to sell something, it's better to sell babies or Genesis?
So it's a really good question, because so first of all,
I have my idea, but I would like to have something like
Yeah.
confirmed.
So what's your idea?
My idea is to sell something because I would like to take some profit. I have two Genesis, I have 4 babies. I would like to take, not sell now, but sell in a short, medium period of time. And my idea is about to sell babies because I thought that the Genesis will make more babies. It's like something passive income. So produce seed and then I can breed new babies. But that's my idea. Because I'm honestly, I don't really need the money, but I think this word can be really, I don't know how to say in English, but has many highs and many lows. So I would like at some point take some profit, right?
Okay.
So my idea is to sell babies and leave the Genesis, but I would like to have probably your vision about.
Gotcha. So you want to take profits, and then what are you going to do with the profits?
I would like to make the profit and then invest in other things, probably out of NFTs, honestly.
Okay. Gotcha. So, I mean, obviously, man, we can't give people financial advice. So we can't say, yo, like, sell this, do that, do this, do that. I can only speak on my vision for how I invest, for the things that I look at and the way that I maneuver. And I'm going to wager to say that 99.9% of people on this call probably want to be financially free. Like I'm gonna wager to say that's probably what most of us are here for. Now, some of you guys may be already rich or maybe already financially free. You may be already in that boat, but I'm gonna say the vast majority of people who bought are not there. Okay, and so I think the real question and the real way to kind of look at things, and this is just how I look at it from just a pure straight investor that does very well with NFTs, is I'm looking to build assets, right? I'm not looking to get a couple $1,000s. Like I've always said this. I'd rather go work Uber or DoorDash or these are like food delivery trucks. I'd rather go get a 9 to 5 on the weekend than sell my assets. No pun intended, right? And so that's how I would answer your question, bro. Is like, if you're trying to build something with longevity, you have to look at the market and say, okay, where's this market going? Like, where's this market going? And do I believe in these people to take me to the promised land? If I don't believe in these people to take me to the promised land, then hey, choose a number, 2 ETH, 3 ETH. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna get out, right? But look at the cybercons, right? Like if people sold at 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 ETH, they're hating themselves right now, right? Like they don't like themselves, right? So it's like we have bigger goals. We have bigger visions for this, right? We're not looking at 10 ETH. We're trying to get to the cybercons level, right? And again, they got there in 12 months, right? I'm not saying we're going to get there in 12 months, but I'm saying they got there in 12 months. And I think we're just as smart, we're just as wise, we're just as on point as they are. So I think this whole idea of selling, again, it comes back to emotional intelligence, right? It comes back to like controlling our emotions and making a decision. If I'm in this, I'm in it. If I'm not, I'm not, right? It's like, a relationship. There's ups and downs, there's all these kind of things, but it's like you gotta just make a commitment. And so that's my advice to you, man. Make a commitment. If you want to sell, choose a price, sell. The train's gonna keep going. Like straight up. The train's gonna keep moving regardless of who sells, right? So we wish everybody the best. But if you want to have something that you can be proud of in 12 months and something that is a pillar, then hold.
Yeah.
Forget about it and go do something different and you know what I mean? Like wait for it to pop off. But like there's no get rich quick in this space. Like I'm sorry, like and I'm not saying you're trying to get rich, but I'm just saying like that's what everybody comes in this place. They want to get rich quick, but that's why people are broke, right? Because they don't want to sit through the process. Period. Right? And we all know that flipping NFTs, like it doesn't really like make a lot of money flipping NFTs, especially if you don't have big enough bags to really put a dent in something, right? So it's like, that's my advice to you, man. Make a decision on whatever you want to do. We'll support you all the way through it, but we're going to the top, period. Like, it don't matter what anybody says or anybody does, we are going to the top, regardless. Like
Yeah.
that's so however you want to take that, take that. Like P. Diddy said, take that, take that. But we're going to the top. So hopefully that gives you a way to think about this business, and you got to make the best decision for you.
Yeah. Because I'm honestly, I know Mick from 4 years about. I follow him by courses and everything else. So I really believe in Mick, but I don't really know this market. So I'm new in this market. So I would like to have some vision about the investments and all of things.
Bro,
Yeah.
let me stop you right there. Let me stop right there. F the market. F the market. The market's gonna do what the market's gonna do. You know him, right?
Yeah.
Is he successful?
Yeah.
Have you seen him fail?
In film, no, but in video. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
fail. He was meaning fail.
Sorry. Yeah. No.
Like, okay, so this is what I'm trying to explain to people. This is the biggest way you win in NFTs. You buy people and vision. Don't buy the market. The market is incontrollable. We can't, there's nothing we can do with the market. The market's gonna do what it's gonna do. But if you believe in him and you've seen what he's able to do and you've seen what he's able to produce, why would you bet against him? Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, why would you bet against him? You've seen him do things that are already like business that he's successful. NFTs is a business, right? And so that's kind of my whole thing. That's why I wanted to partner with him, because I saw what he already did and he was already successful. And I'm like, okay, I want to bet on that. I don't want to bet on some random developers that make a shiny object and then rug pull or who knows what's going to happen. You guys know you got the team right now. Like you got us. Like we're here and we're all proven. Right? And so it's like, that's when I'm investing, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, can the team deliver? If the team can deliver, I'm not looking for the next hype thing over here, the next thing over there. I'm not looking for that. I'm gonna plant my flag and I'm going to ride the wave to the finish line. Okay? Because listen, anybody who's successful knows, and I know this from my own experience, anybody who's successful knows in crypto, a lot of us bought crypto like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. If we had never sold and we just held from 3 years ago to now, we would make way more money than if we had just held and not been flipping to this coin and that coin. And when this drops, we panic and we do this and we do that. This is why I say you got to control your emotions, right? Everybody, we got to control our emotions, because there's going to be valleys and peaks. There's going to be volatility, right? And for me, the way I look at it is when volatility happens, you know what people do? They panic, they get out, and they go look for safety. So if we build a massive community, if we build a massive vision, when people get shaken out of those projects that don't have it, they're going to go look for stability. Okay. And that's how we grow is we predict human behavior. We say, hey, listen, there's a lot of you guys out there. You guys sold a lot of Bitcoin over the weekend. You sold a lot of projects because stuff was going down. And internally, you're looking for that safety and security, right? And so that's how I think we win this race is we predict where people are going to go, how they're going to behave, and we just put our head down and we continue to go on our mission. We continue to develop, and eventually we will take the market over. Eventually it will happen because we're going to be here long enough to be able to do that. So I'm just trying to give you guys a different perspective, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And the hash of the eggs at the end of the meeting, right?
Yeah. So yes, about the hatch of the eggs. So maybe here Pex knows better than me because he works directly with the devs that they are obviously creating also the breeding process, the staking platform, and everything. So for what I know, for this alpha mint, the reveal will be yes, within 48 hours of after the mint. Okay, but for all the babies that you'll be able to breed with the couple of Genesis and the seed token and etc., you will be able to decide if you want to take them the egg or you want to hash them. Okay, so it's like an incubator. Okay, that is yeah, they are going to be very, very, very easy to create everything for the breeding process because it requires a lot of works. So devs are working, yes, since I think 3 weeks just for this process to maintain the eggs unhatched. Okay, after the breeding process. So for the breeding process, when you will be able to breed the babies, you can decide inside the Birdez house if you want to maintain the egg or you want to hatch them. Okay. For the alpha mint will be the reveal like the Genesis. For what I know. Okay.
Okay. If it's possible, the last question, is there any advantage of leaving the egg, remain with the egg and not revealing the baby?
So I yeah, Blockchain Brown can answer better than me because he owns 2 Genesis Kongs, so he knows what happened in this case.
Okay.
So again, guys, this game is about rarity, right? So nobody can predict what anything's going to be worth, but what we can say is that if you think about it, like some people are going to want just the egg, right? Just like if you look at the Kongs, their incubators are selling for like 30 grand right now, wherein the babies are selling for like 23.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that if you understand the space about rarity, exclusivity, collectibles, and things like that, it's like anything, right? Like if you found an old Power Ranger that was still in the plastic, that's going to be worth more than an open Power Ranger, right? And so that's kind of how I would like think about this is like, you know, what does the future look like? And then what can I do in the present to set up for the future? So obviously like the egg would be worth more money if you know, if it's not hatched. So I can say I can't give financial advice, but I would say I'm going to hold on to some eggs. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, the question is for my ignorance about this process. So you gave me an interesting answer. Thank you so much.
Cool. So the next one, who's gonna be the next one? Lord, one of our legendary Genesis here. And one of the cool things, guys, one of the cool thing about the legendary. So here we have the Iron Birdez that was sold for 3.1 ETH, if I remember well. One of the thing, one of the utility that we created for the legendary Genesis is that if you own a legendary, okay, you will be able to breed one legendary baby. So by owning one legendary Birdez, you will be able to have basically through the breeding process one legendary baby. So there are 10 legendary baby Birdez, and that will be bred by legendary Genesis. So this is one of the cool thing that we put. So if you own a legendary, you already know that you will be able to have one more legendary. So it's really, really crazy.
And let me actually ask you a question because I see this in the comments. So are the eggs automatically hatched like once people buy them?
So for the Pex, if you can tell me this thing for exactly, but for what I understand from the last call with devs and Pex, so for the alpha mint, so after this alpha mint, guys, for 1,444, the eggs will be automatically unhatched with the reveal phase. But for the breeding process, so all the babies that you will be able to breed in the future with your Genesis and with your seed, you will be able to decide if you want to hatched or not, okay, and maintain the egg, okay? Because there's a really, really hard tech things to create all the structure to maintain the eggs unhatched. And so this is the reason why devs are putting this feature to decide by your own if you want to maintain the egg or hatch the egg after the breeding process.
Got you.
So where is Lord Vegas? Lord Vegas, you were talking. I don't know if... Okay, now you can talk. I think you need to unmute yourself. Then one other... Prox has another question. Lord Viga, we can't hear you. But if you have a question, you can also write.
Is muted by server. Maybe wait a moment, Lord.
Okay. I'm really jealous about the Iron Birdez, guys. Prox. Prox, you are the next one. And then I'm searching for other hands.
Okay,
Raised.
maybe.
There's no other hands raised.
Lord Vega can raise the hand. Okay, maybe he's muted by the server now.
Okay, now you can talk, Lord.
Ciao.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, we can hear you.
Ciao. How are you? Birds Gang family.
Very good.
Hello, everybody. Dzień dobry, Blockchain Brown.
Dzień dobry.
We've got the same Majonas all the way from Poland. Guys, I just want to put my 2 pence over here. You know, last week in the AMA, I were worried about our community not having the chance to, by the time the seeds come alive, for them not to have the baby birds. But straight away, the team were already 10 steps ahead and gave everybody who had purchased the Genesis birds the opportunity to mint the baby birds. Yeah. So what Blockchain Brown was saying is bang on, that when we invest, we don't invest in a project, so to speak, we invest in that person. And the person that I've invested in is Mick and his team, Blockchain Brown, what he brings on the table. He's been on the NFT space for a long time. He's been very successful with it. So from his actions, from Mick's actions, you can see that he's about the community. It's not just about it's not just about me. Me. It's. I don't think it's anything like that. He believes himself as much as the community as we all are. So what he's bringing onto the table, like when I bought the legend bird, I didn't know that we're gonna have baby legend birds as well. So now, he didn't have to do this, but he's done this, and the team are already, like I said to him earlier, that you guys are like 10 steps ahead. So it's no point even me asking him, or what are you going to do for us now that we've done this? Because just believe in the process, believe in Mick, and he will deliver, like he has been doing in the last, it's unbelievable, what, 25-30 days?
Yeah, less than 30 days.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, I've been running business for 25 years. I still think that, I'm still on day one, and these guys are delivering in 30 days. What investment is going to give you that? If you look, there's two ways you're going to come into a project. One is, look, you want to make money. Yeah, you want to flip. Fine, and they're welcoming of that. And the other is, look, we can take you to heights. You just have to believe in us. So everybody has got a different shoe, and everybody comes from a different walk of life, and they can do as they wish and please. And now, if you have a look at it, if for some people the Genesis is not affordable, yeah, but now they've made it so the people that have missed out, they're going to be able to come in, and they're going to be able to buy the baby birds, and it's affordable to come into the project. So big up to the guys. Much love, much respect, and you're doing well. And big up to the team, man. That's all from me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
No
Lord.
problem.
So, the next one will be Prox. You can talk. Let's see if Prox can talk. There's no other hands raised, I think. Let's see in the global chat if we have some question not answered yet. Yes, JD is writing great words, Lord Vega. It's really, really great words. So, I'm ready. Okay, Prox, you are ready, but okay, I'm inviting you to talk here on stage. So you need just to accept the invitation and unmute yourself. Okay.
Hi, guys. Thank
Hello.
you so much. Hi, guys. I have two questions.
Okay.
Okay. First one, about the priority pass.
Yeah.
I want to know what will be the utilities of it in the future, because right now we know that they will, the people with the priority pass will join the metaverse earlier, yes, compared to the people that are holders of Genesis. So I want, if I can ask, I want to know how, for people that are just holding the Genesis but they don't have the priority pass, how this gap in time will be compared. So, okay. And after that, the utility of the priority pass, please. Thank you.
Yes. So, obviously, we are going to add more utilities, as we already done for everything that you are holding right now.
Yeah.
So some of the things that I can say right now could be really, really few things compared to what we can say in 2, 3, or 4 months. We don't know yet. So the first utility, the reason why we created this pass was, number one, to incentivize people at the beginning of this project to mint in the first 72 hours, So I'm a marketing guy, so I know that when you launch something for the first time, you need to incentivize people, you need to reward people, and you need to give them a reason why they need to act now and not the last hours. Okay, and so this is the reason why we created, and the utility why we created this priority pass is first of all give the possibility to this hodler to get access to the metaverse while we are going to working on it. Okay, so I can't say you right now the gap between the first access for the owner of priority pass and the Genesis holder because I need also to wait answers from our devs, and not for our devs, but also we hired and we are hiring many other people. Blockchain Brown before said this thing because we actually talking with the best developers of NFT world that already build a lot of things for them. So we hired new people to make this thing faster and really beautiful and useful. But we can say you that even if we will have, for example, just a county, because the land will be divided into many counties. Okay, so there will be the counties for the scavengers hunt. So for the hunter games, there will be the county for the theater where you can watch a lot of things. There will be the county for fun and other things. So even if we will have just one county ready and not all the land ready, obviously, the priority pass can get access to hodler to view the land also while we are working on it. You know, so this is the thing. So, and if you watch our roadmap 2.0, we put inside the roadmap 2.0 the one of the first meetup just for the priority pass holder. Okay, and the first meetup will be just guys. Okay, now you can have access. Let's meet together inside the land, and we can walk around. We can show you everything. We can talk. So will be very cool for you, obviously, to see everything ongoing. You know. So this is the main utility, but obviously we don't know in the future. We have this little collection, and obviously if we can improve the utility, we will do that for sure.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And the second question is about the baby Birdez.
Yeah.
Can we also in the future, as we rent them for the scavenger hunt, rent them for the vote and the profits?
Okay, so about the vote and everything, we need to think about if is a good reason to rent out.
Yes, I was
You
thinking
know,
about that
because the cool thing about the DAO. So after that, we can listen Blockchain Brown what has to say. But my point of view is that the cool thing about the DAO is be part of a mass movement. You know, be part of a community. So if it's a good and a huge thing, rent out the babies for let other people join our land and join the hunter games and etc. I don't see right now a huge thing to rent out just for take part to the DAO for one vote or for some proposal or something like that. So it's not a smart thing for the DAO, I think, because you know the people that obviously is paying for the rent of the baby is not part of the actual community, you know.
Yeah, I understand. I was thinking.
So right now I don't see a huge utility in this thing, but I can see a great and crazy utility to rent out the babies for you know, for the hunter games.
Understand. Yes.
Okay.
I was just thinking of that because,
Yeah.
like the question that was did before about
Yeah.
the people that
Yeah.
are in need for
Yeah. Also
short.
one other thing that also one other thing that I want to tell you is that, so I don't know exactly how technically all this thing will work, but obviously because this is not my work, this is why we have in the team the devs, and we are hiring builders for the land, for the rent process and everything. But the property of the baby is always yours, even if you rent out the baby. So
Sure,
the
sure.
powerful of the DAO is always yours. So it's not smart enough, I think, to rent out just for make someone a vote.
Yes, yes. For that, my opinion is that the more freedom you leave to people, the more they are, you know, the creative. They are able to find, and no, not find to reach their goals because
Yeah.
everybody have a different opinion. Everybody have different
Yeah.
needs, and just
Yeah.
freedom.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you for the ability to speak and to ask this question. And
You're
you guys
welcome.
are doing something really amazing. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. So we have Suzim. Okay, I'm inviting you right now, Suzim. Let's see if she can join here. We got almost 100 people even at the end of of the MA. It's crazy, guys. Suzim, I'm inviting you. I think you need to accept the invitation and just unmute yourself. Okay.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I just wanted to thank you for keeping everything very easy to understand. I am an investor and I'm looking to invest long term. I totally believe in your authenticity, but I'm not a gamer, right? I'm from a different generation and I don't intend to be a gamer, but I love the concept. I may try it out one day. So I'm just sharing this with you because I think I'm not alone. So when you're talking the gaming language, sometimes not you, but in general, when I'm looking at other investments, I pretty much get lost. And thank God I'm a part of Blockchain Brown's team, so I can go for help. But as an investor, I really wanted to bring to everybody's attention what a great group you are, because you have made everything understandable. So therefore, you can attract investors that are not necessarily just the gamers, but other people as well, right? So I'm really appreciating just how we were able to get the mint going, and just your program. Everything is very well organized, and I would love you to continue keeping it that way because it's so much more easier to understand, and I feel more confident in understanding my investment versus other ones where I'm still trying to scramble to understand what the roadmap is and how to get on board, etc.
Yes, yes. So one thing that, and then we can hear Blockchain Brown about this thing. And my point of view is that you are totally right. And one of the thing in our principles, if you read, for example, our vision, mission, and principle, one of the things that we want to bring every single day is education. So one of the things that is my real job is to make everything that is I don't know, difficult to learn or difficult to understand, make it really, really, really simple. And this is why I'm an educator since 2013 when I created my first online course where I need to train people to how to create their online business, how they can do everything step by step. So it's my state of mind to to make everything's really, really, really simple to understand. Even if one of the things that I can tell you is that It's a funny story, you know, but it's one of the things that I always think about is that my dad, okay, is an hodler too, and he doesn't understand NFTs, but now he's going through everything step by step, and every time I put something in the website, I go to him and ask to him, hey dad, you can read that please and tell me if you can understand this thing. And I always did this thing also with my educational company. So since 2013, this is one of the things that makes us very successful in that business. So maintain everything really, really, really simple. And by the point of view of the gaming process, is obviously one of the things that can bring a lot of people that don't understand about, for example, NFTs inside our project for the gaming. But we don't forget that, for example, our Genesis has access to online courses, for conference or people thinks in the real world, in the actual world, where we want to educate people to understand very, very easily this NFT space and the crypto space for the long run. And let's listen Blockchain Brown what is to say about this thing.
Yeah, no, Susie, I definitely appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
And coming out and recognizing what the team is doing. One of the things that, and then again, this is just my opinion about this, but you know, I like to study history and I like to look at human behavior. And I like to look at how us as a species perform during transitions, during new new time periods. And one of the things that I noticed from Web 2.0, which I think is very similar to what's happening now in Web 3.0, is that I remember my mom literally telling me, I don't do this Facebook thing. Like this Facebook thing, oh no, that's for the kids. Like I'm not touching that. I don't know how. I remember being at her house literally telling me that. And fast forward to now, she's literally on Facebook more than I am. Like she's tagging, she's photo shooting, she's literally like the Facebook queen, right? And I look at that and I say, wow, look at how the evolution of like social media went from like this whole thing for kids to this whole business mechanism. And I believe that the same thing is going to happen with gaming. I think that right now it's been pegged as like this kind of millennial like thing that's like, but I think the actual terms of how we view gaming is going to actually change. And I think that because I'm right there with you, like I'm not at home playing video games every day, like I'm not sitting around on my phone playing video games, but I can see the value of the gaming aspect of this. And I really believe that at some point, everybody is going to come to a place where they kind of view gaming differently. And then the last thing I want to say about this is too is that we definitely do keep people like you in mind. That's why I was thinking about the ability to look at the hunt and say, hey, I want to bet my seed tokens that this person's going to win or that team is going to win. So that way, if you're not into gaming, you could still participate in the ecosystem and you're still able to have fun and really get a lot of value out of your actual experience here. And then the last thing I want to say too is one of the things that I want us to be the first to do, which I think this would be really big. I don't know any other community right now that has actually met in the metaverse. Like I don't know any community that has put on their Quest goggles and has gone in there and did a call or did something. And I think if we were able to do something like that and like be the first community to do that and then maybe like document it, I think people look at that and say, wow, like they were like this was the first like NFT in history where they got their community into the metaverse and they actually were like all in there like doing stuff. So I think about stuff like that and how we can stand out from that perspective. But yeah, so that's kind of all I want to say about that. Was we definitely appreciate you. We definitely hear you, and we are definitely thinking about all different types of ways to bring utility, even for people who are not gamers and who are not, necessarily going to be like in the metaverse, like running around doing scavenger hunts and stuff like that.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I think we finished the question. Or there's some other people that wants to talk, guys. Yeah, I think we finished all the questions.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
So guys, this is the final race of every MA. So I want to let the stage to Blockchain Brown. And one of the things that I can say, guys, that we are really happy about everything, guys. Even doing this MA, talking with us, with you, and with the community. And also, by the way, we are recording this MA, so we are going to put this MA on our YouTube official channel for those people that miss this MA for time zone reason or other things. And yes, about the mint, I was reading some messages in the chat. We are almost near the sold out. It's crazy. We didn't expect this thing, honestly, guys, and this is why we gave 2 days to mint the babies. And also, I can see that on OpenSea we already have more than five ETH of volume. So this obviously means a lot, because this means that people that are outside right now that can't afford, for example, the Genesis Birdez, are already buying the baby Birdez to be part of this community. So it's really, really amazing.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm gonna close out with this. We are here because we want to be here. We're not here because we need the money. We're not here because, we're trying to make some secondary sales. Like, we're like, literally, guys, I just jumped off of another mastermind call where I had to expend a lot of energy to teach people some things. And I walked around my house for like 2 minutes and I jumped on this call. Right. So, like, I'm here because I want to be here. The team is here because they want to be here. And so I want you guys to find confidence in the fact that, like, you're dealing with a group of people who genuinely want to win. Like, we don't, like, that's why we're doing this. Like, we want to build a good product. We want to change a lot of lives. We want to be a part of history. And so I think that, like, I want to encourage everybody after this call to really do some self-reflection and ask yourself, where do you want to be in the next 12 months? Because this space is going to move at a trajectory unlike anything you've probably ever seen before. I mean, we can see everything lining up from, Walmart jumping into the game, from, Microsoft spending $68 billion to buy Activision, from Facebook spending $10 billion to build out in the metaverse. Like, we literally are seeing the world change right in front of our eyes. And so I think that, like, if you can make the right decisions over the next 12 months, like, there's no reason why you can't change your life. There's no reason why we cannot go to the top of this space and really create a valuable product that, our kids can have for the rest of time. So I just want to keep encouraging you guys to, like, stick with us. Understand that the team is strong. I work with a lot of teams, guys. I do. This team is strong. Like, they're delivering. This isn't a side hustle. This isn't something that, they're doing something like on the weekends. Like, guys, these guys literally are committed to every element of this project, and it's going to continue to grow. Okay, it's going to continue to grow by leaps and bounds. And I understand if, like, this is your first kind of like business venture or your first kind of thing that you're investing into,
and you're used to just being at the end result, right? Like you're used to just having it done and like you're there. Use this opportunity to learn about business and to sit through challenges and to sit through some of the things that we're going to go through as we go to the top, right? Because that's going to be worth more than any NFT that you can buy out there, right? Is to be able to sit through the process, to be able to rise up to the top, and to basically get to the finish line and be like, you know what, I was there. Like imagine if you were in like CryptoPunks and you went through all those years, right, of just sitting around and waiting and holding and waiting and holding, and then all of a sudden like you got there and you made history and you're like part of the number one like NFT in the world. Like that's got to be such a rewarding feeling just for your character and for your bank account, right? And so I just want to close out on that. It's like, again, if you're looking for some get rich quick scheme, there's a bunch of these little things out there that don't have any utility, have great Ponzi-nomics. You can definitely get involved with that. But if you want something in the next 12 months that you can be proud of, stick with us. Know that we are thinking about utility, guys. Like, you don't got to worry about that. Like, that is our main thing, is how do we bring utility? Because we know that that's what's going to win this game. We know that artwork is not going to win the game. You think CryptoPunks has the best artwork? No, right? Artwork's not going to win the game. What's going to win the game is utility and execution, period. And we are really good at all of those things. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value from this AMA. I'm excited to develop out these scavenger hunts. I'm super excited to get this breeding going, have the LP come out, and just to continuously evolve and bring value as the space changes.
Yes. So thank you so much, guys, and see you in the alpha chat, in the global chat. We are also opening the specific channel for the babies. So in a few hours, you will be able to have access also to that specific channel, and that's pretty everything, guys. So thank you so much.
And let me say one other thing, because I want to start doing this whenever we get off the calls. Guys, I want everybody to get off this call, go into the global chat and type Birdez Gang. Birdez Gang, Birdez Gang, Birdez Gang. Let's see if we can get to 100 Birdez Gang. All right?
Yeah. Let's go, guys. Bye-bye.